Up in the morning in the Carolina sun. Up in the morning in the Carolina sun. Being a police officer, I feel like I'll be able to help a lot of people, and to give face of showing that I'm here, I'm helping, what do you need, and just learn as much as I can about the community and give as much as I can.
In this day and age, I feel like a lot of people have maybe not the best view of what police are. I want to help switch that back over to where people feel safe around police.
Wilmington's a great town. It's got great people in it. So I just want to do my part to make it a better city. It's really just about helping others. My family was in law enforcement, so I've always kind of been around it. I always, found a lot of interest in it. And in college, I decided to make my major criminology and got a bachelor's in criminology, and it just kind of turned into this real wanting to be a police officer.
Right after I got the Marines, I was looking for that structure and the discipline, in the job-wise, and I really couldn't find it. So I figured, why don't I try law enforcement? It's not made for everybody. Everybody just can't walk in and be a cop. And the training, even the hands-on training, they go over with you over and over and over to make sure that you have it. They don't just pass you or just push you out there without knowing. They want to make sure that you know it, and they'll ask you, and they'll have you show it to them in several different ways to make sure you have it. People instill a lot of trust in us, so you have to hold yourself up here, and you can't lower yourself down.
I think that's something that's always been in the back of my mind. When I got out of high school, I was interested in that, and I was interested in the military. I went to college for a couple of years, and then I did join the military. And then when I got out and I had the opportunity to move down to Wilmington, I was looking in. It's something that had been building up over the years, and when I got to Wilmington and the opportunity presented itself, I applied. And the interview process for the police department is one of the most intense ones I've ever been through. You're going through board interviews and one-on-one interviews, and you have to pass written tests and physical tests, and they do a really great job of laying out what is expected of you from the beginning and moving forward, but it's a lot of preparation. It's something you have to care about.
What are you looking at?
Oh, that guy over there.
What about him?
Doesn't he look like the guy from the Crime Stoppers video?
From the Crime Stoppers video? Yeah. Where'd you see that?
The Wilmington Police Department's YouTube channel.
What are you doing now?
I'm texting a tip.
You're what?
Texting a tip. If you see something or see anyone that looks suspicious, you text a tip to the Wilmington Police Department.
Text a tip? Seriously?
Yep. You text tip 708 to crimes, and you remain completely anonymous.
It's good to know.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm doing it.
If you have any information regarding a crime or see someone or something suspicious, text a tip now by texting TIP 708 to crime or 274637. It's totally anonymous. Get involved. Be a hero. Text a tip and fight crime.
Yeah, the paper bag method. How does that work? So what happens is they're hyperventilating. hyperventilating. They're blowing off all that CO2 into that bag, and all they're doing is breathing.
Originally, the first couple of weeks were really just paperwork and meeting people and what's expected of you and that, and then we get our uniforms and the rest of the class classed up with us and move forward, and we've been a lot of classroom work, a lot of studying, learning different things, learning the different laws and different things like that, and we just went through SCAT, which is our subject control and training, a lot of physical training. We do a lot of training on our own as well. We get together and work out together to stay for that. You know, different MMA techniques or different restraining techniques and different things like that.
Wilmington is home for me. Growing up in the inner city, I had interaction with police officers, just seeing them do their job, seeing the respect that they commanded, the professionalism. Even at a young age, I sort of kind of leaned towards wanting to be a part of that team. I spent 8 years in the Army. I traveled the world, and my last area of being stationed at was in the Washington, D.C. area. The Washington, D.C. area was a joy for me. I spent 5 years there, did a stint at the Pentagon for about 18 months on a protective service detail. Since being here, I've been on patrol for 5 years, and I've been the department's recruiter for the past 2 years. Recruiting is a tough job. You're essentially seeking out applicants that are going to be the face of the agency. You want to select someone who has a true understanding of respect, true understanding of dedication, a true understanding of teamwork, a true understanding of pride. And there are many other characteristics that the applicant should have. Sometimes it's kind of hard to select applicants or select recruits.
Basically what we got here is officers responding to a loud scream. It's got called in by 911. What we're trying to do is get them to respond. Basically what they're doing, they located a body inside that appears to have been shot, and now they're processing it as a homicide. So we want them to get used to using their patrol techniques and get them to utilize their crime scene investigation skills and get them to analyze what's going on here to paint a big picture. Like, they have to find out what belongs, what doesn't belong, what's normal, what's not normal. Work their side inside and then work their way out. We want to see and evaluate how they use their resources that they have available, i.e. their supervisors, when and when to call detectives, EMS and things of that nature. So just to get them a little bit thinking. But most of everything that they're doing is based on the state guidelines as far as giving them a chance to get out of the classroom and put what they're reading in the paper into a practical exercise so they can see everything in motion, and then try and use their skills, and then they get critiqued at the end, and then maybe we'll run it back and see what they do different. Get them starting and building those skills and paying attention to minute details that they normally would have not done as civilians now that they're in this field of work right now.
you love your community, if you love Wilmington, North Carolina, then come help protect it.
Do you want to sit in the lab, sit at the desk, or you want to be on the streets helping people, making an active difference?
Every single instructor I've met or officer I've met has been really honest in what the community has to offer and how they love their job and what they do. And if this is something you want to do, this is the best place to do it.
The Wilmington Police Department is now hiring. For more information, visit us at portcityblues.com.
Apply for a job at the Wilmington Police Department. It is truly a calling.
The Wilmington Police Department. It's not a job, it's a calling.
Left. Up. My heel's hitting the ground. Left. Every time I say left, that left foot will be hitting the ground. Or the left heel will be hitting the ground. Leaning back. When I say lean back, lean back. Left.
When I go out to talk to recruits and talk to potential applicants, I want to make sure that they're not just looking for a job. Like I said before, they have a sense of dedication, a sense of pride, a sense of commitment, not only for themselves, but for their job and for the fellow officers and for the community in which they are going to serve.
Up, right. Up, right. Up, right. Move your arm. Up, right. Up, right. Up. Don't go forward. You're looking not looking to your left.
It's not a military organization. You know, it's paramilitary. There is that structure and that discipline which is needed in this job performance. I mean, you need to have a certain discipline to do what we do.
I say left face, you do a left face everything. Up, face, 1 and 2. Now we're going to see if we're going to stay in line. Forward, arch, left, left, right, slow it down. Left, align. Left, right. Left, we are. Left, right, fall back. Left, right. Left, right, left. Left, right. Some people that held their hand like this. You don't need to hold your hand like that. Arm.
Yes, sir.
Push it up. Forward. Out. Left. 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 Right. Line your right. Left. Right. Left. Move forward. Left. These cones, the serpentine, those are cars that you're going on. So, if this were the city, and you were up there, and the gravel cars down here, you probably wouldn't know where they were at, because you wouldn't be able to see with the buildings and trees and everything else. Right? A lot of things to think about, a lot of things to keep in mind while you're doing this. Your vehicle has to follow the same track that the violator takes, except if the violator goes left to center or off the course. So if you come around the curve and he's down here, and you don't know how he got there, then it's over.
Now, before we get started, if you got to swing, do not leave the roadway for any reason. If you got to make a wide turn, swing out to the left a little bit to make that wide turn without going off the roadway. Do not go left or center. Don't go beside him or let him get beside you. Separate yourself. That's the danger zone.
Now, where did he go left to center out of there?
When he was running along, when he went to the left side of the road.
Or is that over there?
Yeah.
Coming this way.
With the cones that separate?
Yeah, he went that way, like left to center. You understand, McDaniel?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Look for a violation. Don't light them up until you see a violation. Have time while you're driving around and observing. Look at the details of the car for potential violations, you know. And you already have, you already have that in your mind. How many occupants, the color of the vehicle, things like that. So you're on routine patrol and you come across these things. Back up just like in BLT.
Dispatch, I have a silver Crown Vic pulling over at Blake using blue lights right now.
Say what he did.
Driving violation, dispatch driving violation.
Talk on the straightaways.
Dispatch, license plate number 38711 Victor, heading on Market Street towards College.
Don't get up on him. Put it in park. Challenge. Open your door and say, driver, get out the vehicle.
Driver, get out of your car. Driver, open your window, get out of your car. Driver, open your window. Driver, exit the vehicle. Driver, exit the vehicle. Exit the vehicle. Driver, exit the vehicle.
So when I think of trust, I think of people who honor their word, who are respectable people, who follow the rules, and you can depend on them.
Trust is a common bond created when you have given someone your complete word.
Trust comes over time. Trust is earned. And when we all trust one another and can depend on one another, we can get so much done.
Trust is saying, I will be vulnerable with you. And I'll let you inside me and see the innermost parts of who I am.
If I trust you with all of me.
Trust is putting your faith in another person to protect your interests, to keep you safe, to honor the respect that you give them.
Be there and be counted on. That is trust. And when people know that they can trust you, you'll go a long way in life.
Driver, exit the vehicle. Exit the vehicle. Driver, exit the vehicle, sir. Exit the vehicle. Open your window. Place your hands outside the window. Open your window. Place your hands outside the window. Open your window. Place your hands outside. Place your hands outside. Open your window. 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 Place your hands outside.
You see what he's doing?
Open your window. Open your window. Place your
Now, would you just say
Yeah, you call for backup. You definitely ain't gonna approach him.
Dispatch heading onto College Road right now. Dispatch heading onto College and Oleander intersection. Dispatch heading onto Oleander.
Stay in control of the car.
Dispatch heading towards shipyard.
Get on. Lose control.
Dispatch on 30 Market, 30 Market. Dispatch heading towards 6th Market. Dispatch 10th Princess. Dispatch heading towards Market, West Market up to College. Dispatch on Oleander towards Wrightsville Beach. Dispatch still heading east on Oleander towards Wrightsville. Dispatch heading on Oleander down back towards College Road. Dispatch terminating chase.
Good job, Sullivan. Very good job. One thing you need to work on, when you're doing a fixed radius, remember how you had to qualify with it?
Yes, sir.
No braking in there. You did a lot of braking in that curve. Go ahead and keep 20, 25 miles per hour just like you did.